Hi everyone, hope you guys are all doing well and I hope your new year is off to a great start. Just wanted to do a quick video just tying in how some recent economic news is just confirming my brother and I's decision to continue our silver stacking. Just by way of background, our Canadian audience will definitely know, but if you're outside of Canada, the Canadian economy is going through a very negative slump at the moment. Right now, our loonie, or the Canadian dollar, is trading below 70 cents vis-a-vis the US dollar. And there's a lot of reasons for that, particularly though the price of oil and the huge drop in the oil price is definitely a big part. But also, too, some of the economic news that's coming out, again, really tells my brother and I that it's probably a good idea to continue our silver stacking going forward. I tried to do a video on this a couple days ago, but really, given the title of the article that you see in front of you, I had to sit on it for a couple of days because it really drove me crazy, even just thinking about it. The title of the article is Calls for an Interest Rate Cut Grow Louder as Looney's Losses Accelerate. So basically what people up here in Canada want the Bank of Canada to do is to further cut the interest rate, which they've already did twice in 2015. And really, the irony of this article's title is so great. You might as well have just had an article titled "Calls for More Gasoline as House Fire Rages On," something to that effect. So basically what we see here is it's going to be the Bank of Canada's policy to continue their inflationary fiscal policy here going forward. I'll just scroll down a little bit. Just says here in this paragraph, as pressure rains down on the Canadian economy, and again, there's a lot of reasons why that's the case. But anyway, it says the odds of a rate cut next week are growing. Investors are pricing in almost a 50% probability that Stephen Politz, again, our chairman of the Bank of Canada, will ramp up stimulus on January 20th. That's up from just a 26% at the start of the week. So, as we also see with this BNN article, there are expectations that the Bank of Canada is going to continue with their interest rate cuts. And again, too, this is just in the face. A big reason why the Canadian dollar is going down is because the Federal Reserve is doing the exact opposite with their interest rate. Right now, they're raising rates, at least for the time being. But also, too, the other unintended consequence that this has, and I've talked about it before in past videos, is it's causing Canadians to get themselves further and further into debt. This article is a Globe and Mail article here. It's from about a month ago, December 14th. Again, Canadians got themselves into another record high in their debt-to-income ratio. Right now, it sits at 163.7%. And I'll scroll down just a little bit so you can see just over about the last, since 1992, just the meteoric rise that this debt to income ratio has seen. Basically what the ratio says is for every $100 of income that you have, Canadians on average have $163 and about 70 cents in debt. So basically by cutting rates, what the Bank of Canada is really doing is they're disincentivizing Canadians to save because the interest rate is so low. But also too, by keeping interest rates low, they're also allowing Canadians to carry over and pay their debt payments off a lot easier because the interest rate is so low. So Canadians aren't saving, just the interest rate isn't encouraging them to do so, but it's also encouraging them to take on more and more debt because their ability to carry it is a lot easier with these low interest rates. But basically just what I wanted to do is, again, my brother and I, we look about every couple of months just to see if it makes sense. We want to just keep confirming that our silver stacking is beneficial for us going forward in the short term and the long run. And when we see the Bank of Canada, when there's calls for the Bank of Canada to cut interest rates further, when they're already at historic lows, it does signal to us that it does make sense to keep silver stacking going forward. So just in case you guys were wondering, we haven't done a video regarding silver stacking in a long time. Again, when we see just so ironic titles like this, And also too, given that the expectation now is that the Bank of Canada will cut the interest rates again, we're quite confident right now that in this inflationary fiscal and monetary environment, it does make sense to keep silver stacking. So given that, what we're going to do is we're going to make a couple of videos going forward, just talking about some silver coins that we want to go into next, and also too, just I think we're going to do a full stack video just to give you guys an update as well. But let us know in the comments section below what you guys are doing. Again, if you're Canadian, maybe if you could give us your thoughts on what the Bank of Canada should do, or what you guys think about these calls for a further interest rate cut, then that would be really interesting. Also too, we'll be happy to hear any point of view no matter what country you're in. But thank you very much for listening. I hope you guys found this video interesting to listen to. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, my brother and I always greatly appreciate that. Hope you guys have a great night and a great day. I'll see you next time.